How's it going, everybody? It is August 27th. I'm in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Made the trip down from Alaska yesterday. So glad to have some sun in the skies. It's here in Milwaukee at Royal Enfield at the headquarters. And you see behind me, we've got all these scrams. It's the Royal Enfield Scram 411. I'm here for a press event. So a bunch of us are gonna hop on the bikes, go for a big ride today, check the scram out, see what it's like. Of course, with me, I've got sort of an intimate relationship with the Royal Enfield Himalayan, and this is, it's the same bike, roughly. Just, primarily smaller front tire, makes it a little bit lower, seat's a bit different, you don't have the cargo racks and the windscreen, but otherwise, basically the same bike. I feel fortunate I get the chance to see how the Scram compares to the Himalayan. And obviously just, kind of have a fun day of riding. So looking forward to it. I'm gonna get suited up pretty soon here and get the helmet cam on, and we'll get on our journey. So hopefully I'll have some good footage for you.
That was fun. Good times. Alright, yeah, so we're gonna head to do some dirt riding, and there's some people who have never ridden in the dirt before. I have, but it's been years. One thing I noticed on this bike, I'm not on the expressway or the highway, but I like being in fourth gear more. The Himalayan, I'm doing a bigger ride, longer trip, I'm in fifth gear a lot. This thing, I like being in an area where I'm in third and fourth gear, because I want to speed up, slow down, take some turns. There's something about it. Well, it's kind of the point, right? This thing's built to be more agile than the Himalayan, and it certainly is. And so you want to maximize that, have a little more fun, just like that little turn right there. Maybe take it a little bit quicker than the Himalayan, dip in, lean a little bit more than the Himalayan, of course. And I find myself doing that naturally, and I find myself wanting everybody to clear out of my way so I can just flip and go. Get a little more speed.
State Park, if I remember correctly. And so the objective here was just to like get the Himalayans out in some dirt. So we're on some dirt trails. I've got plenty of footage of that. You probably already saw it. I just wanted to take a minute to kind of look over the Scram, look a little closer, even though now it's got a bunch of mud on it. Same with my shoes here, quite dirty. Beautiful weather, a little bit windy, so bear with me. But you know, there's tons of footage online, so I doubt I'm gonna show anybody anything that they haven't seen already. But I tell you what, I'll get some more like up close kind of stuff for you, just so you can try to pick out anything that's new or different or unique. That's different, that's not on the Himalayan. My Himalayan was early model, you know, 2018, early for the US anyway, and I didn't have anti-lock brakes. So this is actually my first time ever using anti-lock brakes. And I gotta be honest, I didn't really notice. In fact, I'll tell you something funny. You know, I know the Himalayan, people have talked about the brakes a lot and whether they're adequate or not. I've always felt them to be good enough, certainly, but this one's biting a little better. I brake better on this bike. It might be because they're brand new, but I think a lot of what it has to do with is that this is a smaller wheel, 19-inch front wheel. It's smaller, there's less rotational mass. That may be helping with the braking. It certainly helps with the handling. This thing makes you want to just like kind of rip around and have fun and, you know, zip the bike back and forth, hit some bumps, whatnot. So it's been fun, and it has been different. It does feel different from the Himalayan. It also feels a little peppier, and again, that might be because of like rotational mass, things like that. It's not that much lighter. I think it's only like 7 pounds lighter than the Himalayan. So I really can't chalk the pep up to, you know, lightweight. I don't know if they've made any modifications to fueling, but it definitely feels a little bit different. I like some of their details, you know, compared to the Himalayan. I like a nicer side panel here. I do feel it. It seems to stick out a little bit more. Like when we were doing the off-road stuff, you know, I've got this pressing against my leg a little bit, but it's not bad. I like the seat. Like it seems quality. It's a little stiffer than the Himalayan, but it's fine. And you know, the Himalayan has more of a dish right here because of that pillion seat. This has a more gentle slope. You know, talking about the seat here, if I recall, like the seat is not quite as tall. You got a smaller front wheel and tire, and so the bike is supposed to be like a little bit lower, but it might be because of the width a little or something. I feel like I wasn't touching any better than on my Himalayan. So I just didn't notice any difference in like height, you know, my inseam like touching the ground. Liking the dash. Yeah, I've been liking this new gauge here. We didn't even play around with this trip meter thing, and sorry, I've got my phone in the way, so let me see if I can get that off here for you. Yeah, I like that it's clean and simple. Honestly, I mean, it's not raining today, so I like not having the windscreen. I like not being buffeted, so it's a quieter, you know, more gentle ride as far as the wind on your helmet is concerned. Man, what else can I really say about it? I mean, everything else kind of feels the same. I'll tell you one thing I'm noticing and feeling. This is not Alaska. We've had a wet, cool, like second half of summer. It's hot here, it's sunny here. So if I'm feeling a big difference, it's in the weather and riding situation. Not to mention, I don't ever go on like big group rides. So there's a whole different dynamic there of, you know, what you're paying attention to and how the ride flows, or how it doesn't flow sometimes too. So those are the big, huge differences for me. But the Scram, like I said, I swear it's got a little more pep. It's a little more fun, it's a little more carefree, and it's just a little more sporty. So I think that this thing is gonna end up doing well. What's your name? Where are you from? What do you do?
Ray Brown, aka DJ Black Rabbit. I'm a DJ out in Los Angeles, California. DJ, build bikes. That's about it.
Have fun living life.
Is there anything else to do?
Yeah, you're living life. You're going on adventures. This is an adventure, right?
Yeah.
And who do we got here?
Abdul Caduce,
Nice to meet you.
AKA DJ Damage, you know, part of the Decent Bike Brothers, my boy Ray right here.
The Decent Bike Brothers, is that what it is?
Bike Brothers. Shout out to Sonny James. Yeah, media personality, DJ, and of course, bike enthusiast.
Nice, very nice. Man, I'm glad to be here meeting everybody.
Well, that's pretty much it. The day is just about over. It's been a fantastic day. I've been pretty quiet the whole time inside the helmet here, just because I'm watching, I'm thinking, I'm having a good time, enjoying the weather. Bike's fun, it is what it is. You know, you take something that can take some bumps, take some hits, make it a little more worthy for the street, make it a little more agile, and here you go. Woo, look at this city. Nice. Oh. What's your name? Where are you from?
Here, Marshall Williams from Vancouver, and I'm an actor.
Okay, excellent, cool.
I'm Hunter Dunham, and I'm from Georgia, Griffin, Georgia.
From Georgia. And what do you do? Like, kind of what's your main thing?
Race motorcycles.
You race motorcycles. Well, that's an odd thing to be doing and then come on a trip like this. That's
One of them up there with the best days I've ever had on a motorcycle, probably.
Seriously? Well, why? Like, what's the...
I don't do anything like this. It's usually just go to the racetrack and race.
Right, right. This is like camaraderie, goofing around. That's true. Actually, this last part of the day is probably the best part, just messing around.
Going on the trails and stuff is fun.
Yep, excellent. Cool. Okay, day 2. It's kind of just you and me, viewers. It's raining. Got to get my Furigan gloves on real quick. Liking these things. Got some other Furigan gear I'll be showing soon, but right now I'm gonna get some more riding in on this Scram. Got Abdul here with me before he's got to hop his flight, and it's wet, rainy, but you know, what are you gonna do? Whew. The idea was to drive along the coast, so that's what we'll try to do here. Here we go. There's the lake, Lake Michigan. See how this audio is doing. Check that out. You can see it's like some swan boats. Interesting. Nice little beach. Rocking that Scram in the rain. Abdul's a pretty cool guy, pretty chill. Likes like being positive, you know, having a good outlook on life and looking forward and giving advice. He's a good dude. It's probably one of the better things about doing this trip is just getting away from Alaska and get out and meet a bunch of different people from all over the place. That's what I thought. So maybe we should just head back, or let's maybe go and pull into the beach if we can find a dry spot. Okay, so pretty much the ride's over. We're gonna head back to Royal Enfield headquarters soon. Drop the Scram off. I probably said plenty about the bike already, you know. It feels a little more agile, it's a little more sportier. I swear it's got a little bit more pep. It's very familiar to me because it's so much like the Himalayan. And without a doubt, you know, if somebody's looking for something they can touch on, again, just like the Himalayan, they got shorter legs, the Scram might be for you. You've got a bunch of buddies, everybody wants to ride and have a new bike, do a mixture of different types of riding, and you don't have a lot of money to spend, then also, hey, the Scram, it's an excellent option. I'm wet. Oh, maybe I'm even more wet. That was good timing. I'm wet, but I'm having a good time. That's what counts. Oh, I'm so sad. The trip's almost over. The riding is almost over. I've been enjoying the Scram. You know, I love my Suzuki Bandit, the 1200 Bandit. I mean, I just love that thing. But it's a bit of a heftier, bulkier bike. You're not just goofing around, you know. You're like kind of, you're riding serious. This thing's like, just have fun, just go have fun. I was telling Abdul about the difference between this and the Himalayan, and I said something to the effect of, on the Himalayan, you got a destination, you know, you're gonna ride to that destination. Oh, there's Royal Enfield right there. So the Himalayan, you got a destination in mind. You're going to go from point A to point B, no matter what it takes, no matter what kind of terrain. But the Scram is like, you're just having fun and goofing off. You're not necessarily just worried about A to B. yeah, in between A and B, you're just gonna have a good time, have some fun, or don't even have a B in mind. Screw B, you don't need a B, you don't need a destination, just get out and ride, have fun. Glad we did it, man. Big time.
All right. So, trip's over with. Been doing all the scram in action, riding the scram around Milwaukee. I'm going to be headed back to Alaska just in a few hours. And actually, everybody that's here, we got Mark, Darlene, got some folks back there as well. Can hardly see them. And anyway, just grabbing some lunch because we got a couple hours before we got to get on our flights and everything. So, been a really good trip. Did a little more riding this morning in the rain. You saw, now it's sunny, beautiful again. So of course I don't want to leave because I rarely leave Alaska, and when I do, I like to be gone for a long time. Short, but sweet. So it's been great. So Mark, what's your title, Mark?
I'm Chief of Design at Royal Enfield. So I look after design and product strategy. So what bikes look like, what they're about, and writing the design briefs for new bikes.
Very cool. And Darlene, can you describe your task at Royal Enfield?
Create a feed for color and graphics. That means every color and graphic that these bikes have is my job and my responsibility.
I think it's so cool. Like, what's really cool to me about this stuff is that obviously when everybody looks at the bikes, they don't really know much about the mechanics and whatnot, but obviously you see the look, you see the colors, you see the shape. So that's these guys.
Yeah.
Correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how you add value.
When you see it and you're like, ooh, that looks really cool. That's these two people right here.
Absolutely, yeah, 100%.
Very cool, awesome.
Well, and a whole bunch of others. You know, there's 30 people in the design team, and it's absolutely a team effort. You know, there's no one person.
Right, I understand that.
And actually, it's not just the designers. It's not just the industrial designers, because we have to work obviously really closely with the engineers. And if they're not able to deliver something functionally that works, that is also on target for the design that we're trying to achieve, then obviously we don't achieve the design. So we need them to work with us, and so it's a massive team effort. You know, there's no one bit of it that leads. It has to all be working together for it to be the right thing.
Got it. Well, and just judging by you two, it looks like you got a good team and everybody gets along really well. Works good together.
Yeah,
because you've been traveling now together for how long?
Only this time. Well, you were in India.
Yes.
I've been away for like a month.
Yeah.
We
And
met in
2 weeks
India.
ago, but-
You went home in between.
Exactly. Then back
I've been here.
So we had beautiful 2 weeks together.
Yeah.
Aw, that is nice. All right, pleasure meeting you two, and been a pleasure doing the trip, riding the scram. All right, take care, everybody.
Cheers.